Hey guys, Danielle here, Mama Fit for Life. I am super honored that Maria asked me to share a little bit about my financial freedom experience and the journey that has gotten me to the point of earning my financial fitness and financial independence certificates through Beachbody. So, my journey through Beachbody started in 2010, so it'll be 5 years in October, but really looking back, I did have the advantage of growing up with a mom who was an accountant, so really into numbers and everything like that. Not everyone has that experience growing up. However, I've come to learn over the years that it really doesn't matter what you grow up in, but what you choose to take from that and what you choose to live by. So when we were growing up, it really was simple. My mom was big on if you didn't need it, you didn't have to have it. If you wanted it, you had to get it yourself. So I've always been earning my way from a young age. From my very first computer, I said, if I get straight A's, can I get this? I had to earn it. It wasn't just given to me, and I had to work my butt off for it. Nowadays, you see a lot of kids. I mean, as parents, we know that kids pretty much are given a lot. And I was given a lot. My parents did, my mom managed money really well. My college was paid for. I didn't have school loans and stuff. And for those of you thinking, well, that's why you're financially independent, that's not the case. I sat next to someone who was able to get rid of over $400,000 of debt in a 2 year time span. And really, what it comes down to is the discipline. When it comes to Beachbody, it's a great benefit to have this as an added revenue, as a second income. For many of you, this might be your first income. And at some point, it was my first income. So, to start with, when I started Beachbody, there was no financial need here. It was strictly for fun. I loved the idea of being able to help people. I really never paid attention to my paychecks. I even had a period of time that I think my bank routing number changed, so I didn't have the funds going in, and I just kind of was, where's my money? What did I do? And went back. I did something wrong, or my fees weren't up to date, whatever it was. Something was incorrect. And I went back and I was like, wow, I wasn't paying attention to the money at all. For those of you out there who are more money driven, you probably are paying attention to that stuff. But if you look at these coaches who are going from $0 or in the negative or in severe debt to thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, hitting the millionaire club, there's so much potential and opportunity. However, even when you get to that level, when you listen to people who earn that max amount of money, it's these small little things that they do that helps them keep that money. You still have to live within your means. Better yet, live below your means. Don't even pretend that money doesn't even exist. Put it to the side. When we had two incomes, we lived off of one income. That second income was strictly for extras, for savings, for fun stuff. That first income is what we lived off of. It really helps you to stay in control. Another thing is, sit down with your family and decide. You have to sit and say, this is my goal, this is where I want to go. So I've earned the financial fitness and independence, meaning no credit card debt and no loan debt. A lot of people believe the only way to own certain things is to have a loan. The reality is, you need to have that money first and pay for it in cash. If you can't buy it today, do you really need it? You really want to look at the things that you want versus the things that you need. You want cable, you don't need it. You want a cell phone, you don't need it. There are things that you can have in public access. You can have internet through the library. There's free Wi-Fi in so many different places, right? So if you're really struggling, break down where you can save that money and put that towards those debts. You really want to look at that, and that's what I do, and that's what's gotten me to this spot. So Beachbody has been a huge part of it because it has allowed me to have that flexibility. But I noticed this past year, as my financial gains have increased significantly, I've been a little bit more lax and a little bit more lenient. And I see that when I go to pay my bills every month, I'm like, it's not really increasing the way that it used to. And it's because maybe I'm eating out more than we used to. Maybe we're doing more things. I've been traveling a lot this year, and I love the freedom to do that. But you want to look at your numbers. You want to budget, whether you have $1,000,000 or $1,000, you want to budget where that money's going. So I hope that you guys seeing this video are inspired to know that whatever debt you have under you is totally attainable. But sometimes you need to buckle down. So just like we coach people that they need to change their habits, and it's the little things. It's just a granola bar here, a dessert there that you choose not to have. It's the same thing when it comes to your finances. It's that cup of coffee at the 7-Eleven that you don't buy. That $1.75 adds up over time. It's that donut that you don't stop to get. It's packing your lunch before a road trip. Heck, it's buying your food before you travel to Nashville and making sure you don't have to spend an arm and a leg just to be there. You budget beforehand. So I'm hoping you're hearing what I'm saying, and I hope that you don't feel like you have to restrict your entire life, but you can really buckle down. Just like we say for the business, a little bit of discipline goes a long way. So if you buckle down for a short term, it's for long-term results. It's for long-term success. It's for long-term financial freedom. So look at your bills, sit down with your family, and really decide. Example, we don't have cable. I have Netflix. It's like $10 a month rather than, almost 80. When I do my phone, it's 5 of us on the plan. My parents jump in with me. We save a ton of money by doing that. I have a plan that works for me. I left Verizon for Sprint because I got more for my money. I have everyone on internet. I don't have to think twice about how much internet I'm using, if my bill's going to go over. My bill's the same every single month. If you can do that for yourself and you can get that consistency, you guys can be putting in your application for the financial fitness because you don't have credit card debt. You can put in your application for financial independence because you have 0 loans. Don't buy it if you don't have the money. You do not need to be in debt. Maybe your car isn't as pretty as someone else's, but you own it, and they probably don't. Don't look at the things that people have and say, I wish I had that. You have no idea what their financial burdens are. They can be in the hole times a million, and you wouldn't even know it. So look at what you have, look at what you need, look at what you want versus your need, and that's going to take you pretty far. So I have to thank Beachbody because it's given me the freedom to not stress about the little things as much as I used to. I am definitely, I don't want to say a penny pincher, but I definitely look at the value of what things are worth. And I hate spending more than what something is worth. So hopefully this speaks to you guys. I'm so proud of you for being at Super Saturday. That's definitely going to move your business forward and help you to change lives. So keep on inviting, keep being proof the product works, and don't forget that personal development.